Jace, how are you going? We're away.
Good afternoon and welcome to Osborne Park in North Geelong for round 3 GDFL match of the day this afternoon between North Geelong and Eastern Suburbs. And that first voice you heard is not Ron Brain. He's had the afternoon off. We've decided to leave him down at Sunny Bowen Heads this afternoon. He'll be joining us for the first Sunday clash tomorrow between Bellpost Hill and Corio. So this afternoon I feel like Steve Monaghetti in the middle of the commentary box because we have two of the heavyweights of Geelong football circles. On my left, with his big head in front of my face there, the manager of Buckley's Gaming Centre, Peter Walker. Good afternoon.
And how are you, Jace?
Not too bad this afternoon.
I think Ronnie's made a good decision. There'll be with the weather like it is, matey, every man and his dog will be down Bowen Heads.
He'll be making millions of dollars this afternoon down at the Abco Easy Shop. And on my right, the one and only, the biggest man in local football. Ron Brain always says he is the biggest, but I don't think so, because we have him here in the commentary box today. The former North Geelong president, now you're the president of the Sacked Presidents Association, is that right? Dick Philpott, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jason and Peter, and it's great to be out here at Osborne Park, at my favourite ground. And I won't make any other statements about what should also be played here, but everyone knows where my passion lies. But it's great to see these two clubs who have had some great battles over the last few years coming out on a beautiful day like today. And of course, everybody in local football remembers the 1988 Grand Final, which these two clubs participated in. So a great clash, two undefeated sides, and two new presidents. It's certainly going to be a great afternoon of football.
It is a fantastic day for football this afternoon at Osborne Park. Daryl Jones has won the toss and is going to the left of screen this afternoon in the first quarter. No changes to either side, just a couple of number changes. James Cumming wearing 27 for North Geelong this afternoon, and Shane Bailey, number 47 for Eastern Suburbs. Now, boys, it's going to be a pretty close tussle. Both sides undefeated after 2 rounds. North Geelong a good win last week against Corio, and Eastern Suburbs accounted for East Belmont. Dick, who are you going for, obviously? The fabulous Magpies?
Well, obviously my passion still lies at North Geelong, always will, but this will certainly be a test of character for them. They've had a relatively easy start, I guess, playing against Geelong West, although Geelong West accounted themselves very well against Bellpost Hill last week. And they knocked off Corio pretty convincingly last week, although Corio is certainly not the side that it has been in years gone by.
So you're going for North Geelong, Peter?
I'm still undecided, Jace. I think it'll depend on the ruck duel between Andy Reuter and Ray Robertson. I think that'll be a very, very special clash. And I have noticed in the advertised position for Mick O'Leary was in the centre. I don't know that he's in there, is he?
No, it doesn't look like he is. He's
gone walkabout. I think the clash there between Jonesy and him might have been very important too. I do think that the way Eastern Suburbs run the ball, I don't know whether North have settled down yet, so I'll probably tip Eastern Suburbs by a couple of points.
Yeah, I'll go with the East as well. The central umpires this afternoon, Vin Todd and Simon Flowers. The boundary line umpires, Brad Smith and Chris Booley, Felix Schultz and Brad Harrison in the goal square as we start round 3 GDFL match of the day, Eastern Suburbs and North Geelong here at Osborne Park. Sunny day, Ray Robertson to do the ruck work for the Magpies up against Andy Reuter, last year's Whitley medalist runner-up, and it's going to favour Reuter. He gets a big thump too towards Luke Thompson. McGough, the new captain of Eastern Suburbs, towards centre half forward. O'Leary, there he is. Looks like he's lining up on a flank, but back there, Daryl Jones gets a kick around the corner towards a wing. It's going to be O'Cabo. Looks like good punch away. Brent Loughton, though, punched it away from Robert Hannison, is that right?
Hannison,
Dick?
that's correct, Jason.
Beautiful.
One of the under-18s boys coming through to the seniors this year.
And Brent Loughton is down and hurt already, so after that big clash with Hannison on the wing there, it's going to be a boundary throw-in just between wing and half-forward out of side for North Geelong. And he's still down on his haunches there, Loughton, in the hands of the runner.
I must admit, Joyce, the ground looks immaculate, and although around the cricket pitch area, I'd say it's fairly hard, and he's come down off on the central wing area.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard out there on the wing, and as you said, in the middle of the ground also. It's this is not good for Brent Loughton, who's started off again consistently this season and had a good consistent season last year as well. So he's in the hands of the trainers now.
Okay, he's getting up now.
And they've made a couple of changes already. Mick Thompson with Loughton down. Rundle has gone back to the back line, and Scott Ferguson to the forward line. And Loughton just being helped off by the trainer now from the outer side wing, so it'll be a couple of minutes.
Looks about as wobbly as a plate of aeroplane jelly.
Hasn't taken him long, has it? We expect a few comments like that this afternoon, please, Mr. Philpott, okay?
Unbelievable.
How much do you think North Geelong by this afternoon, Dick?
Unbiased, I think they win by 26 points.
26 points. Okay, boundary throw in, and a free kick picked out by umpire Todd. It's going to go to North Geelong, and it's going to be Ray Robertson.
Oh, gee, he's been tremendous this year already, coming from Corio. And there's the ever-reliable Daryl Jones on his hands and knees, of course.
Jones in the middle, goes along with the left boot towards centre half forward, looking for Elford in front, behind. Good mark, Elford too.
Mark.
And the punch away from Murray, not forthcoming. Elford gets it on quickly, gets it over the top to Stewie Marnie. Long kick towards the teeth of goal. It's going to bounce through, is it? Yes, it is. Not being able to be kept in there by number 4, who was not listed as Ray Robertson, but that's certainly not him. He's wearing number 2 this afternoon. That, in fact, might be Hutchinson down there with number 4 on. So, one behind to start the scoreboard, to start the scoring this afternoon.
Okay, we see the ball about to be kicked in by the Eastern Suburbs full back, and he sees a short pass here to one of his players, and I just can't quite pick up who that is over there in the back pocket, looking for play to continue down the ground, and he decides on a torpedo punt kick up towards the half-back position. Punched down by the North Geelong player. Elford sees the reliable Marnie coming past. He's coming into an open goal head. I can't quite pick up that is, but it looks like another point to North Geelong.
So the second behind on the scoreboard for the Magpies this afternoon.
It's a long way away over there. I wouldn't have gone that far on my holidays.
Bring your glasses, Dick. Bring the binos. So 2 behinds for the Magpies. And they lead by that against Eastern Suburbs.
The direction he tried playing across to the outer wing this time. He may just try to go down the ground, or he could elect to come out towards the members' wing, which he has. And he sees waiting for a flying player here, and O'Leary beautifully picked up. But it's little Troy Rose from the North Geelong Football Club. Looks for an opportunity. Sees the player running past there in Neil Graham. Graham with a kick up towards the half-forward position. And Skinner Burns has got it. Skinner Burns runs to an open goal. And you can put your glasses down because North Geelong have put the first major on the board here at the Osborne Park complex and got away to a very nice start indeed.
Since when has it been a complex? But anyway, North Geelong
Shouldn't be a complex.
1-2-8 lead Eastern Suburbs yet to score on the LBW Charter Accounts. First quarter scoreboard. We're 3.5 minutes into the first term on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock. Peter Walker's taking the jacket off. It's a bit warm up here. There's a bit of hot air running around. Dick must have been commentating.
Oh, I think he was.
Good play there by Skinny Burns.
Skinner Burns, he doesn't let an opportunity go past. He's an absolute opportunist. And, of course, one of the famous 3 Burns brothers.
Okay, umpire about to whack it into the turf again, and does so. Reuter and Robinson. Robinson gets a very, very clean knock away. Ball's cleared through the centre and down to one of the North Geelong players in number 19. That was Alford. Got the ball punched away. It's been cleared by Eastern Suburbs. Good spin. Oh, that was a bit nasty. A little bit nasty, but Terry Radford will take the free. Plays on very quickly. Poorly judged kick. Very poorly judged kick, and it's been taken by McDermott on the half-back flank.
And 50.
Been infringed, and we'll take a 50. The Eastern Suburbs boys will want to keep their mouths shut. Obviously, the umpies will try and take control of the game early.
Shortest 50 in history from umpire Flowers from Danny Irving. McDermott goes long towards full forward. Skoko leads out or drops a mark. Can't take it. Hutchinson handball out towards Robertson. Can't pick it up. He's opposite number Ken Evans. He gets wrapped up though. Robertson did very well there. Burns over the top just outside 50. Pack develops. Umpire tried to come in. No, he's picked out a free kick. It's going to go to Eastern Suburbs, so they're going to be able to relieve the pressure, and it looks like it's Craig McGough over there on the outer side. Goes short towards Thompson, who's in a new role this afternoon as a rover this season. Goes wide towards O'Leary. Good punch away. Pressure coming there from Stephen Simpson, and it's out of bounds on the outer side here at Osborne Park.
The ever-reliable Stephen Simpson, been playing at North Geelong since he was just a young whippersnapper, and as they wait for the umpire to throw the ball in over in front of the old stables there, and we see the Rose looking at North Geelong, gets it across to the running North Geelong player going past in Jones. Jones looking for an opportunity, but very reliable in defence. Oh, no, dropped by the Eastern Suburbs player, and it's picked up again by Moroney. Moroney running towards an open goal and looking for Skoko, but Skoko's well interfered with there. The ball's on the ground. Players are coming in from all directions. May have been a free kick there. Jamie Hutchison thought he might have had a snapshot there, but the umpire says, no, you won't, Jamie. And it'll be given to the Eastern Suburbs back pocket player over there, who will put the ball back into play. Looking for an opportunity here once down the ground. The players go up and there's all sorts of happening going on down there. The umpire says, give it to me, I'll have a look at it because it looks better than what you blokes look like at the moment.
So it's going to be a ball up. Just on 50. Just in front of the scoreboard here at Osborne Park. Big pack around. And tapped out by Lucas. Radford, quick hands is okay to Wembridge. And it's going to be a free kick. Umpire Todd's picked out one. It's going to go to Radford. So he's got a couple of high tackles in the early stage of this first term. Terry Radford had a fairly good game last week against the Lions. So he's in between the back pocket and half-back flank. Looks for a lead. He was going to go towards O'Leary. Then he comes towards... Well, he goes towards O'Leary in the end anyway. And in front, taking a good mark, Stevenson. Goes quickly towards the wing, having to turn around and chase the ball. Is Dave Lucas. A little bit slow there. Good hands away from number 17. Well, it's not Cummings, that's for sure. Goes out towards Neil Graham and shrugs one tackle, then shrugs two, gets his right foot to it towards the wing, taking the Mark Simpson. No, he can't do so. Numbers for Eastern Suburbs. Good hands from O'Leary towards McGough. Left foot kick is great towards Sean O'Leary, who got away from his man Kane Harrington and took a mark just on the 50-metre line. He'll be kicking for goal. He'll be kicking for his first this afternoon. Kicked 9 goals last week, Sean O'Leary, against East Belmont at full forward for the Eagles, so certainly in form.
More hair than his dad, doesn't he? But then again, most people have.
So O'Leary comes in, kicks very close to the man on the mark. Has he reached the distance? Or just touched on the line, I think, yes. And one behind to Eastern Suburbs, their first score of the day.
I think that's the benefit of having a ruckman that's prepared to run down into your back line. He got a hand on it clearly, and now he's made his way back to give North Geelong a bit of a chance at running up the ground. They choose not to. They are going to go short, which is a bit dangerous because the ball's overrun. McGough gets clear. Handballs to O'Leary. O'Leary trying to control the ball. He's punched it out to a fellow East player and who chips it back. McGough clashes very heavily with the North Geelong player. Running out is Jonesy. Jones, short pass, fairly badly directed. Gone on to Mahoney.
Marnie.
I think it looks Mahoney. Someone's written Mahoney. Look at that. Anyway, Jamie didn't do too good because all he's done is run it over the boundary line. The umpies have thrown it back in. Robinson gets a clear knockdown and it's pushed back through the centre of the ground.
Tell me, that's Malcolm Key, isn't it, Dick?
The enforcer.
The enforcer. And they're wearing number 17 today, not 18. Goes short towards Cummings at half-back. Has a bit of time and space to run. Goes towards half-forward looking for Burns. Murray getting back. Did he interfere? We didn't have to because he took a good mark, Burns.
He's been a bit of a nuisance already to Eastern Suburbs.
At half-forward, Hutchison gives him the lead long. He's a bit far away there from Evans, but he's got support in Rundle. Evans folds it up well, keeps it in front of him. Hannison coming at him. He's got it now. Little left foot kick as he trips over. Hutchison can't get it. Running at it. Stefanovski's got support as well. Coming from Stevenson. Onto his left boot is okay towards Thompson on the outer side. Got one to beat. Kicks it over the top. They've created the loose man. Gives it to Prezalek. He takes the mark at half-back. Plays on quickly. He's got the running player pass. Goes towards the wing. It's okay. Bit of time out there. O'Leary. If it sits from Key coming at him, he gets the hands away to Radford. They've still got that loose man. He gives it back to O'Leary. They've got a man over the top. They're going to use him. Ferguson. He can hand back to O'Leary, who's run right down from the wing. He's on 50 now. Can he get away? He does. He balks one. Gets around on his right boot. Goes for the open goal. Poor kick though. And the North defence are going to be able to clear. It's Kane Harrington. Takes a bounce. He's at 50 now. Goes on his left boot. Tries to measure the pass. Poor kick though. Dave Lucas is going to be able to take an easy mark in between wing and half forward. Lucas, poor kick off the boot. Robertson runs at pace. Can't pick it up though. Radford hands quickly to Ferguson. He's got a bit of time. He's out now. Gives it to Lucas. Burns coming at him. Good smother too from Marnie. Ferguson gets it back though onto his left boot now. Goes long. All Magpies. They're going to be able to sit and take a good mark. Couldn't take the mark though. Was over the back, number 13. Well, we'll have to pick him up as well. Come on, Dick, you're the North Geelong man.
I think it might be Troy Rose, in another jumper.
Well, Malcolm Key's in another jumper, and he's just taken the mark about 35 metres out from the Eastern Suburbs goal, and he'll relieve the pressure for the Magpies.
Okay, Malcolm Key looking for an opportunity up the ground somewhere, has a look and sees a short pass, and that comes into where Joe McDermott's sitting there. He also sees a possible lead up the ground towards a wing position. Jamie Hutchison can't quite take the ball, and the Eastern Suburbs player gets in there, number 11. He gets in and he handballs across to his fellow player, and he sees a lead coming along the wing now. I can't quite pick out who that is.
Irving,
he's at a bounce. He's lost possession of the ball, and the ever-reliable Stephen Simpson once again for North Geelong clears the ball, but badly directed back towards the Eastern Suburbs player once again, and it's a little bit of kick-to-kick at the moment at Osborne Park. Up they go again. Graham has a chance of getting the ball. In comes Troy Rose. Players coming very well. Neil Graham's got the ball, and he sees the player there in Robert Hennison trying to get the ball before it goes over the boundary line and out of bounds.
10 minutes played on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock in this first term GDFL match of the day, round 3. It's 1-2 North Geelong. Eastern Suburbs one behind, Reuter in front, Robertson from behind. Robertson gets his own roving work there and taps it out, but it's only as far as the boundary line, and it's going to be another boundary throw in on the outer side wing position.
And on the LBW Chartered Accountants scoreboard,
Which stands for?
leg before wicket.
You're an
Correct.
absolute idiot.
Landers Bull and Wisbowski.
North Geelong 1-2 leading East 1 point as the Yumpies throw it back in again. McGough can't get a clear possession. It's pushed out. Reuter, very, very quick for a big fella, picks the ball up, punches it forward. But a bit of a sharking there by North Geelong. They picked it up through Mahoney.
Marnie.
That's another Mahoney.
But it's a beautiful mark to Neil Alford, Dave. He's an absolute gem, isn't he, Neil Alford? Been around football for a long, long time. Sees the opportunity down there. There's a mark taken down there, I think. And it looks a little bit like Alan Bablett Maroney, I would say, that's lining up about 3'9". And he sees a pass there with the player in Henderson. And he's going to line up and have a shot for another goal to the North Geelong Football Club. And Robbie Henderson, straight from the under-18, straight into senior football.
And has done all right in the first 10 minutes or so. Has been
job.
around the ground. So we'll line up from 10 metres out directly in front to put North Geelong's second goal on the board. He comes in now. Stevenson. Oh, he's missed it to the right too. He's let it fade and one behind. So they go on to 1-3-9 North Geelong. And they lead Eastern Suburbs, who are one behind on the LBW Chartered Accountants first quarter scoreboard. 12 minutes gone on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock. And John Stefanowski, the veteran from the Eagles, to kick in. He goes short towards Irving. It's okay. And he takes it. Oh, handballs to Stefanowski. Now he could be in trouble because Burns comes at him. He gets his high kick away towards half-back. Murray and Wembridge go up. Roving at the front, Graham gives it across. Oh, balking. Getting
Jimmy
around
Naylor.
there was Jimmy Naylor. Goes long towards full forward. Hutchinson behind Evans. Yeah, got a hold there from Hutchinson. And Shane Evans in the last line of defence to take the free kick for the Eagles. Switches play quickly. Could be danger. Skoko goes up. Punched away by Reuter, who was his target. Shepherded there by Alford. Skoko can't keep it in.
Skoko's got to try and take some grabs, Jason. Last week he was taking a lot of going up for screamers but not bringing anything down. So
and kicked 8 goals last week against Karaya, so in form.
To, maybe just concentrate on hanging onto that ball. Who am I to say? He's a great footballer.
Reuter got the punch away but gave away the free kick. And it's going to go to the veteran, Neil Elford, who hasn't played in a couple of North Geelong footy premierships for a couple of years, but has played in a couple of cricket ones over the summer.
Oh, he's an all-round sportsman, is Neil Elford. And an absolute gentleman as well.
And we'll be kicking from...
As all of the North Geelong people are, Jason.
You don't have to suck up anymore, Dick. You're not president. 30 metres out, Elford on a 45-degree angle. Kicks into a bit of a breeze there. Has he brought it around far enough? I don't think he has. And one behind. So certainly having the opportunities in this first term, North Geelong.
Certainly are, and just sort of wondering whether Eastern Suburbs are going to open their accounts shortly because it's all been North Geelong.
1-4-10 the Magpies. The Eagles one behind on the LBW Chartered Accounts first quarter scoreboard. Peter Walker, take it away.
Okay, Eastern Suburbs bring it back straight down the centre of the ground, but it's straight to two North Geelong players that have kind of punched the ball to ground. It's been moved forward. Handballed into no man's land and picked up by Maroney. Maroney's chipped it in towards the goal square, but it's been punched away well by John Stefanowski. They've got control back from the forward pocket, kicked it back across the face of goal. Oh, screws it round. Well done there by young Burns. Thought he did very well. Had a bit of a dip at it, but no, it's the wind's taken it back across. Been held up. Yeah, well.
A little bit of confusion over there, but
I think it was. I don't think the umpire he lost control and let the ball get kicked back out.
Exactly. The players just said, well, we don't know what the umpire's doing. We're going to continue playing
I think Elford may have taken the mark, but I think the umpire may have picked out a free kick for Maroney, who was off the ball. So the little man from the Magpies will have a chance to put a goal on the board. He runs in now, and I think he might have put it through the centre this time. He has.
Bit of a charity one, I think.
Well, Maroney's first, and the Magpies second.
From, Peter, as long as they kick them, son.
And North Geelong go to 2-4-16. A lead over Eastern Suburbs of one behind, so 15 points of difference on the LBW Chartered Accounts first quarter scoreboard, and 15.5 minutes gone on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock. Once again, our technical coordinator and genius and whiz kid, Brett Rovier, capturing the action this afternoon, and Alan Maroney on screen there. the goal kicker for the Magpies.
Okay, the umpire's looking ready to put the pigskin into the turf again. Up they go. Robertson up with the Eastern Suburbs player. Eastern Suburbs get the advantage, and it's coming through now from the centre through the enforcer and Malcolm Key. Sees the other veteran and Daryl Jones. He decides to take a bounce. He's got plenty of time and pace as well, and he sees an opportunity up towards centre half forward, but marked very decisively at centre half back by the Eastern Suburbs player, who clears the ball down towards the wing position where Jones and the Eastern Suburbs player puts boot the ball, and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. And we'll see Sid Jones taking the kick from the half-forward position here at Osborne Park. And, well, knowing Jonesy, it'll certainly find its mark if it is as normal. He sees the opportunity up towards the forward line. He kicks it up there, looking for the flyers. There's no one up there, though. Maroney comes through very hard, gets the ball, runs through the pack, sees Alfred. Alfred has a shot at goal, but unfortunately it's through the minors, and it's 1 point.
So doing all the attacking in this first term, North Geelong. They're 2-5-17. They lead Eastern Suburbs 1 behind on the LBW Charter Accounts first quarter scoreboard.
Eastern Suburbs seem as if they've had a pie for lunch. They just seem to be,
It never slows me down, Pete.
I was going to say, there's a few pies consumed up here before the start of the game. I can tell you, we saw Prezelek come off the ground. He's been replaced by Shane Bailey as Stefanowski kicks it in straight down the middle. Simpson in front, can't take the mark. Roved well by Cumming, can't pick it up. Now he can, trapped by Bailey. Pack develops just inside 50. And we're going to have a boundary. We're going to have a ball up just inside the 50-metre line for North Geelong.
Isn't the ground in absolutely magnificent condition, Jason?
As you've said 4 times already, Dick. Good to see. Yes. Can take that North Geelong hat off now. Running straight through the middle. Where good pick up too was Marnie. Short little kick. Doesn't find its target in front. Evans then loses it. Hutchinson couldn't pick it up. Evans, though, good despairing play. Picks it up and gets away. Gets his right foot kick good because they've got a couple out there, and one of them Stevenson. He takes the mark outside 50 at half back. Measures the pass to the wing, and it's okay. Taking the mark and running. And it looks like it might be Irving. Gets his kick and a good one towards Radford. Simpson comes back. Radford holds his feet though. Goes long just inside 50. Running back with the flight of the ball, O'Leary. Harrington, it goes to O'Leary. Opportunist goal, is it? No, he's just missed. To the near side and 1 behind.
I think they might have heard my pie comment.
Well, they certainly moved the ball a little bit better on that occasion.
They seem to have kicked it into gear a bit. Okay, Kane Harrington pushes the ball out to the clubroom side. The ball's been spilt by Mahoney.
Marnie.
Again. And Robbie Reuter gets the ball, but took too long to get rid of that. I noticed when he was running over here before, he's running a little bit slow. Took too long and been caught with the ball. Had McGough there with him.
Robbie's not the youngest in the Eagles side.
Okay, Stewie Marnie comes up towards Alford, flies, but doesn't bring the ball down. And Eastern Suburbs go down into attack again to the agency of Nathan Murray, who sees a magnificent lead coming out from full forward there. And it looks like it is
Robbie Reuter.
Is it Reuter or Reuter?
It's Reuter.
Reuter, correct. Well, Hartley Cooper used to say it was Robbie Reuter. So Hartley Cooper never told a lie in his life, so I reckon it's Robbie Reuter.
Only Hartley could get away with that. Trust me.
Robbie's fancied himself here. It's a fair way out, although, it's...
it's a fair way. It must be, 30 metres, Dick?
Well, I reckon it's a bit longer than 30 metres, but he comes in, lines up for Eastern Suburbs' first major for the day.
And got it.
And it's certainly on its way, but I think it might have just gone offline. But it's hit the post. I'd like to see him do that again, but he won't, and it's another point on the scoreboard to the Eastern Suburbs Eagles.
Good to see that we've lost Ron Brown this afternoon, but we've still got an idiot up here. He's called the goal before he's even kicked it. 3 behind Eastern.
I said a point.
3 behind Eastern Suburbs, North Geelong 2-5-17 on the LBW Charter Accountants first quarter scoreboard. 20 minutes gone in the first term here, GDFL match of the day, round 3. And Kane Harrington a kicking again, goes to the outer side on this occasion, looking for Robinson. He's 2 out. Lucas behind him and Irving punch away by Lucas. And it's out of bounds, about 60 metres around from the Eagles' goal.
It was well done by Lucas. Robinson's probably got 3 or 4 inches on him.
Yep. Gave
him a bit of a head start. I thought that was quite well played.
Please don't turn around and look at us like that, Dick. It scares me. Boundary throw in. Robertson against Ferguson. Robertson tapped down the front. Roved. Free kick found. Hold by umpire Flowers has found the free kick. It's going to go to Moroney. So at half back on the outer side, Alan Moroney has had a fairly good first quarter. A few possessions through midfield and has also kicked a goal. We'll look to drive the Magpies around the wing position. Not a lot on offer at the moment. And so he tries to take on Irving. Short little pass is okay. Alford, who's also seen a lot of the ball at centre half forward, takes the mark just to the defensive side of wing. Goes towards half forward now. The lead's on. Getting back there, Lucas. Good mark in front of Hennison. And Dave Lucas, who did the good work against Robertson a couple of minutes ago, will relieve for the Eagles. Oh, poor kick though off the boot. Jones in front, push from Ferguson, no free kick. Still on the ground. Eagles bottle it up, and the umpire will come in and bounce the ball on centre wing on the outer side.
There's only about half a dozen players that aren't in the play zone at the moment, which is kind of making the game a bit scrappy. Hence the ball ups. Down it goes again. Lucas doesn't get a clear knock away, but it's bottled up again. Trying to push the ball forward, kick off the grounds, and the umpire has dragged one from somewhere. I don't know where. I really don't. That was ordinary. And the free's gone to Eastern Suburbs. On about the half-back flank, pushes the ball down half forward, good and mark. A great mark. Taken. Who's that?
Malcolm Key.
Malcolm Key. Well done.
The enforcer. Always looking for the opportunity, and he sees one here, and the other veteran in Darryl Jones. Sitting, no, I think it's Ray Robertson actually. Off he goes, and he's sent the ball down towards centre half forward.
Oh, good mark.
Magnificent mark taken by Neil Graham. Neil Graham doesn't waste time. He bangs the ball up towards full forward. Let it go, Angie Skoko, because that's another goal, and that's another one on the board to the Geelong's fabulous magpies. North Geelong, who just go further and further and further in front.
Settle down.
I'm trying not to be too biased, but I do get a little bit of adrenaline when I see the Maggies having a good time.
You're trying not to get too biased.
I'm trying not to get too biased.
North Geelong 3-5, 23 lead Eastern Suburbs, 3 behinds by 20 points on the LBW Channel Accounts first quarter scoreboard, and we've been playing 23.5 minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock, and good play Ray Robertson from the middle again to find Neil Graham, and a good kick by the former North Shore player out here at Magpie Land for this season. Back to the centre, umpire Flowers has the ball. Robertson and Reuter to do the ruck work. Robertson had the best of that contest so far. Reuter, big thump away though towards centre half forward. Overruns everybody. Robbie Reuter at the back, so it's brother to brother. Left foot kick around the corner towards Ferguson, and McDermott can't do much about it. Ferguson takes the mark at 50. He's got the lead from O'Leary, goes in that direction. There's both O'Learys there. They can't trap the ball though, and it's kicked away by Kane Harrington to the safety of the wing position. Dave Lucas will be the first to get back there. If it sits, coming at pace is Naylor. Lucas, hands back towards Stevenson. He's going to be under pressure as well now. Ooh. Handball over the top is okay. Lux of Fortune goes to Irving, takes a bounce on the wing. The little rover takes a second, coming at him. It was that looked like coming. Comes back now. They've mucked it up on the wing position, the Eagles, and North Geelong to relieve, go towards half forward, but Rundle back there in front of Moroney on this occasion and takes the relieving mark. Yeah,
the handball there from Irving put Radford under pressure, and North were able to get control of the ball and kick it into their forward line, but Radford has taken a good mark, played on down the wing, and the ball has been punched off the hands of the pack and out of bounds.
So another boundary throw in on that outer side. Most of the play has been on that outer side, so it's giving Dick a bit of trouble with the glasses.
Robinson, a very good knock, but moves the ball about 15 metres around the boundary line and over on the half-forward far flank for the North Geelong.
The play's certainly been on the other side of the ground, though, hasn't it? All jokes aside.
Yeah, it certainly has.
It's been very difficult to commentate with it being so far away, but never mind. There's an opportunity now for Eastern Suburbs to come forward. And can they get a major score this time? They've come down towards the centre forward position. They see number 36, which is Robbie Reuter, and he sees a beautiful lead coming out from full forward and makes no mistake in popping it right on the chest.
That was KO's little boy.
Of another little KO, exactly.
Good kick
and he
too.
sees the lead coming out, and of course,
Scotty Ferguson.
They've got a big chance here. As the Tractor has a chance now to line up from centre half forward.
God, I hope that's his nickname, Dick, I tell you. I hope you're not making them up as you go along. Scotty Ferguson from St Albans has decided to make the trek across to Richmond Crescent this year and will line up for the Eagles' first goal, and a badly needed one after not having a lot of the play in the first term. He goes in, kicks into the man on the mark, McDermott. Ferguson comes at him and then gives a high tackle away, so he was a bit frustrated with that kick, I would think, and has given away the free kick to McDermott, who goes short. It's okay. Malcolm Key, who is the enforcer, goes long with the left boot towards the wing. Alford will have the sit over Murray. Good punch away, Reuter. Roving at the front, Marnie can't pick it up. O'Leary can. Gives it back to Reuter. Shepherded by Bailey. Gets back into his left boot now. Goes towards half forward. Jones to come at pace and can't take the mark. Reuter can't trap it either. Cummings there as well. Pack develops at half forward. And we're going to see a ball up. On the members' side, half-forward flank for the Eagles. We've been playing 25 and a half minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock in this first term GDFL match of the day.
Robinson goes up uncontested, gets the ball down for North Geelong. The ball's been chipped over to the commentators' side of the ground where it's been taken by Simpson. Simpson moving very quickly, pushes the ball into their North's attacking zone. The ball has been dropped by Reuter. North have got possession and
very
through
nice.
Naylor. Jimmy Naylor picks the ball up and kicks it down towards the full forward area. Off hands of a pack. East Geelong trying to clean it up. The ball has been pulled in and the umpy says it'll be mine, we'll have a bounce.
Who's East Geelong?
North Geelong, is it? Is that where we are?
You said East Geelong, though.
Did I?
Yeah, KO wouldn't be happy.
Well, I used to be East Geelong, of course, 70 years ago when Never Whitley played for them. We see the ball head out there now, and North looking for the opportunity again. But Eastern Suburbs, once again, are taking out of defence. They do it well. They take it out of defence very well, but nothing much happens when it gets down towards full forward. So we see the ever reliable Bart Simpson picks the ball up, but he's just kicked it over the line and out of bounds, very close to being out of bounds on the full. But there'll be a throw in right in front of the LBW scoreboard down there.
And which reads North Geelong 3-5-23, Eastern Suburbs 3 behinds, and close to siren time for quarter time. The boundary umpire to throw it in. Elford comes across and gets in front of Reuter, falls to Rundle. He gets tackled as he gets his kick away. 3 against 1, so O'Leary just happy to see it over the boundary line himself and the footy. With Stewie Marnie and James Cumming bearing down on him there. So another boundary throw in. Elford across there to do the ruck work again. Again gets the front position and gets a push in the back. No free kick. O'Leary gets away from one, then has to get a quick kick away towards half forward. McDermott, the sun in his face. Robertson in support. Free kick hold. And it's going to go to North Geelong. And Joey McDermott at half back to take the free kick. He's got Harrington running wide on the outer side from full back. He elects, though, to go into the middle, looking for Naylor. And good mark, too. Finds him in front of Wembridge. In fact, it's Hannison. He goes wide now, and he's got 2-on-1. Harrington ran all the way down there, and Rose is there also, and he's taken the mark. Now, Skoko to give him the lead. He goes in that direction. Jones is there also. Skoko from behind, can't take the mark. Jones backing in.
Down, Andy Skoko.
Stefanovski gets the quick kick away towards the centre. Robertson makes ground and takes the mark. Then handballs off okay. Is it going to sit? Yes, it does. Harrington. Left boot, poor kick off the boot. Radford's there, bounces over his head, coming at pace. Evans can't pick it up though. Radford's still there in support. Kick off the ground, wants to see the safety of the boundary line, and finds it 50 metres out from the North Geelong goal.
And still the players on the other side of the ground. I reckon you blokes did it deliberately. You cross over to me when it's 300 metres away. Never mind, the ball goes up. Elford takes it out of the ruck. He sees Jones going past. Handball to Jones. Jones has the opportunity to kick it towards the 4-4 position, but it's marked well in defence and in the back pocket by, it looks like, Robbie Reuter. Right it out towards the half foot. Well, it's a North Geelong player there, and Daryl Jones chips in and takes another mark. Badly placed and directed kick by Reuter. Jones kicks it in towards the true centre-half forward position, where Skoko goes up, but he hasn't got the mark, and it comes down to where we see a very reliable and safe mark taken by, it looks like it could be...
Malcolm Key.
It's the enforcer, Malcolm Key.
An intelligent kick around the corner there from Hannison too, at the outside of his right boot to get it around to Malcolm Key, and Dickie wouldn't have kicked many goals in his career, I wouldn't think,
Well, we reckon we saw him kick his first one 2 weeks ago. And so here it comes now. Maybe this is Malcolm's second career goal.
And a handy one.
A very reliable batsman comes in, takes a kick, and that's a nice goal right on the siren, kicked by the enforcer, Malcolm Key, which sees North Geelong Football Club at quarter time on the siren go to 4-5-29 to the Eastern Suburbs Eagles 3 behinds, and that's on the LBW Chartered Accountants scoreboard.
So a timely goal at quarter time, right on the siren there from Malcolm Key. The goal kickers for North Geelong at quarter time: Mark Burns, Neil Graham, Alan Moroney, and Malcolm Key with 1 each. And unfortunately for the Eagles, haven't been able to register a major yet. So 4-5-29 the quarter time score for North Geelong, and Eastern Suburbs 3 behinds. Dick, firstly, some better players for North Geelong in that first term.
Well, there's been quite a few actually, and I'd probably have to say that Jimmy Naylor has been in everything. Jones has taken about 1 million possessions. Mark Skinner Burns, he's nothing, but Ray Robertson in the centre, he's done everything that's been asked of him. Stephen Simpson, as per normal, in everything, coming out of the back line. And Troy Rose, he's had his share of touches. Young Robert Henderson from the under-18s, he's done very well as well. But basically, it's been a pretty good team effort by the North Geelong Football Club in the first quarter. And all I'd say is that Angie Skarko starts holding a couple of those marks, the difference at half-time will be a lot greater than what it is now.
Yeah, Dick, I just make the comment, it's pretty hard to take a mark when you've only got one arm. Because if he puts the other one up, he's gone 3 or 4 times for a mark with one hand. It's as if he's too scared to get his hands on the ball. Maybe a few goals last week might have gone to his head. Anyway, for the Eastern Suburbs side, I thought contributors very, very difficult because most of the ball has been in the North Geelong forward line, so it has put a lot of pressure on the Eastern Suburbs back line. I do think that Reuter in that last part of the quarter started to kick into gear. I think it was a fairly tragic loss when their motivator Craig McGough went off the ground, and he spent some time off the ground, and that really does hurt a side that does rely on their centre line tactics. The O'Leary boys, they had a little bit of a presence, but not too much. I thought Alan Rundle in the back line did a good job. Danny Irving, I thought he has run the ball around fairly well, but as I said, it's pretty easy to give credit to the backline players. North have only kicked 4 goals. They possibly should have 8 or 9 on the board, just through bad kicking and a bit of bad judgment, and also the pressure put on by those guys. But the ball really hasn't got into the forward line, Eastern Suburbs forward line, to give credit there. So I'd say Reuter's done fairly well against Robinson, although Robinson's a clear winner in the first half of that quarter, but got back into it. And his big slow brother also contributed a few times, pushing the ball towards the boundary line. But for mine, I'd say the guys right across the last line of defences held together.
North Geelong 26-point leaders at quarter time. Back with all the second quarter action after this on the guest video.